By now, a lot of people have seen the video of the guy with the gun who executes a homeless man in the middle of the street. Just boom. By now, a lot of
It's
people
America
have
now,
seen
bro.
This is literally America now. I'm not gonna show it, obviously, but yo, what the fuck? But maybe it's just the hood in him, you know? I don't know.
I tried to do the right thing yesterday. I saw a white guy come walking my way. I shot him in the head, now he's not with us today. Well, I guess it's just the hood in me. There ain't no good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. I got the hood in me, making it good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. It's just the hood in me. It's the hood in me. There ain't no motherfucking good in me. There ain't no good in me. I got the hood in me. The other day my daughter said, Dad, why don't you come home? I never see you, I'm always alone. But Daddy's gotta be out, popping caps and some motherfucking addicted crack act. Fucking addict's ass. And life comes at you fast when you're smoking grass, pissing all over a fucking hoe's ass. But like R. Kelly, I guess it wasn't meant to last. I guess it's just the hood in me. There ain't no good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. It's just the hood in me. It's just the hood in me. I guess it's just the hood in me. I guess there is no good in me. I guess it's just the hood in me.
I pulled out my gun just for fun. I didn't even aim it at anyone but him on the ground. He was a homeless man with that white skin. Man, I gotta make a sin to get him in to hell or heaven, wherever he goes. He ain't no like no human in the afterlife. He dead rose on his grave because someday my grandfather might have been a slave. I shot the homeless man because I got the hood in me. Because I got the hood in me, no good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. I got the hood in me, I got the hood in me. Got the hood in me, there ain't no good in me. I got the hood in me, there ain't no good in me. I guess I got the hood in me, there ain't no good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. The hood in me. You got the hood. Ow!
I tried to do the right thing yesterday. I saw a white guy come walking my way. I shot him in the head, now he's not with us today. Well, I guess it's just the hood in me. There ain't no good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. I got the hood in me, making it good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. It's just the hood in me. It's the hood in me. There ain't no motherfucking good in me. There ain't no good in me. I got the hood in me. The other day my daughter said, Dad, why don't you come home? I never see you.
It's funny. It's not funny, but I saw that video of the homeless guy getting executed, and I was like, damn. You know what it made me think of? See, like, my thing is this. I know there's statistics out there that make everybody, you can kind of put someone into a cubby hole, all of us. You can put certain people into certain holes and stuff like that. But I always, it's funny to make a joke about it, but it's always like, you want to be careful because I don't like demonizing an entire group of people. It's always a bad thing. But you guys remember when the homeless white guy in California, I just want you to remember this. And by the way, you have a whole bunch of people saying, that's what they do. No, dude, it's just a crazy person with a gun killing somebody. It's not, I don't take it as like anybody's badder than anybody else. But, like, do you remember in California, the white and I only mention his race because it was a big news story. The white homeless guy stabbed a woman, a black woman, and now this guy had this guy had assaulted several people in the past. But because California loves criminals, he was out as a dangerous homeless person. And that actress, Anne Hathaway, went on a crazy rant about how racist the country is, and that this story was about racism, when it wasn't about racism. It was just a crazy homeless guy stabbed a woman. But the homeless guy had assaulted several other women in the past, and they were white, and one was Asian. So, if anything, the guy wasn't racist. He was equally targeting everybody. Or maybe he was sexist because he didn't target men. He targeted women, probably because they're weaker. But you're not supposed to say that. So it's just one big fucking hilarious conundrum. So when that happens, Anne Hathaway makes a huge statement about racism in the country and how insane the country is. And everybody jumps on her like, yeah, you said it. And it's like, but that wasn't anything to do with racism. But you know what it was? It was a white woman, Anne Hathaway, using black people to get her voice heard, to virtue signal. Anne Hathaway is a sick person. Anne Hathaway uses people of color to make her whiteness that much better. Anne Hathaway is a sick bitch. I think it's Anne Hathaway. Is it Anne Hathaway? She's the one that played Catwoman, right? Yeah, she's a sick person. But where's Anne Hathaway now? That this man is executing a white guy in the street. Is that racism or no? No, you not going to say anything about that? Could it be that none of it is, and it's just fucking awful people doing awful things? It has nothing to do with race. These people are insane. Good, bad, whatever. Guess what? All people are good and bad. That's all you got to know. The minute that you start lumping in groups of people that they're all this way and that way, that's when you are becoming insane and terrible. Don't do that. I don't like it. I even find myself sometimes, like, I have to be careful not to do that. Like, I'm like, oh, yeah, you know, and then it's like, oh, you got to be careful. You know, you got to dial it back. You know what I mean? I love making jokes about stereotype stuff. I think we all should do it. I think it's fun to make jokes about each other. But, like, dude, like, when you actually are like, this is what they do, like, maybe you're a sick person. Like, dude, what are you talking about? Anyway, interesting stuff. Peter Pan has gone woke. I mean, full fucking woke. Because that's Peter Pan in the green jacket. Now look at Wendy all the way to the right. And then that is some Native American type of new character, which they have Indians. So they worked that in finally, and they really hadn't worked that into a lot of the other Peter Pans from what I can recall recently. I mean, unless I'm missing something, maybe. Now, I am prepared to actually give this a fair shot for the most part, because I loved, I'll tell you one of the only woke-ish things that I've liked recently. But I'm going to tell you something. I know that there are some people out there that disagree with me on this. I actually liked. First of all, I will say that the original 80s Annie is my favorite. Not the original, because it's not original. There's a bunch of Annies before that. But the one that I saw first, 1982, will always be my favorite Annie. That is Annie to me. This was my Annie, obviously. It was great. Loved this one. This one sucked. You know what I mean? Like the other Annies, I didn't like any of the other Annies. Any of the other Annies, it just felt cheesy and wrong. But, man, she felt like Annie to me. That was Annie. But you know what? I actually liked the modern Annie that came out not that long ago. Or I guess it was kind of long ago now. I know that was one of the first, you could call that one of the first woke-ish or race-swapping type of situations. But I got to be honest, man. I watched it when it first came out, and I'm sorry. I liked this. I liked this Annie. It was missing some of the charms, like certain charm that the old ones had. You know, there was some things I didn't like about it. Like, I didn't like how Miss Hannigan was kind of like very hybrid and like I don't know, man. There was other problems I had with it. I thought the girl that played Annie was adorable. And I loved her songs, and I loved the reworkings of the songs. Listen, we've seen a million of the redheaded white Annies, and so, like, I get it. Like, but why would you race swap a character? I understand that, but it did feel more modern to me. You know what I mean? And besides, a little girl like this who didn't know who her parents are, I mean, no, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, like, I thought this Annie was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. I liked the new songs. I still, it's missing some of the charm of the other ones, but it had its own charm or something. There was some things that could have, like, I wish I was in charge of it, because there was some things that I feel like added to it to make it really pop, because I'm a narcissist and I put myself in place of everything. But I liked it because I just thought, like, they were honestly trying something. But I liked it. I liked that Annie, and I liked that little girl. I thought she was really good as Annie. And I thought, and also Annie isn't something that, like, it continues. It's a story that's been told a million times. And the same thing with Peter Pan. So, like, you kind of I give Peter Pan a shot. You know what I mean? Even though it's going to be funny to mock. Here's the thing, though. What I'm noticing about Peter Pan is it does look like to me that, and we're going to call it Pedro Pan. Now, notice they always keep the villain white. You ever notice that? They always keep the villain white. But it's called Peter Pan and Wendy. So I think the biggest thing that I'm noticing is, it can't just be Peter Pan. It's Peter Pan and Wendy. And this is going to be all about Wendy kicking ass and stuff like that. And Peter Pan will just be like sort of just the side vessel that gets them to Neverland. But really, Wendy is going to kick ass, But, so it doesn't look like it's going to be that great. But we'll see. But it can only make Hook that much better, I guess, if that's the case. But I don't know. I think, what's his name is playing Hook? Jude Law is playing Hook. He looks great as Hook. I don't know if he quite has the sound of Hook, but he looks like Hook. Good job. And Peter Pedro, looks pretty cool here with the sword. Wendy looks good. I mean, this looks pretty cool. I did cringe in the trailer when she's like, but you're not all lost boys. Because there's girls there, and they're like, we're not all boys. It's like, oh my God, bro. So a lot of trepidation going into the Peter Pan and Wendy movie coming out by Disney. They just don't like redheads. They just hate redheads. They literally don't like redheads. They hate redheads. If there's a redhead, they swap it with a black-haired person. They're like, got to get rid of the redhead. Although Tinkerbell was really kind of blonde, really, when I think about it. Wasn't she? Wasn't Tinkerbell kind of blonde? But the girl playing Tinkerbell is very pretty. Dude, when I was a kid, I had the major crush on Tinkerbell. When I was a kid, I was like, I don't know why when I was a kid, but I wanted to marry Tinkerbell. I was like, how do I find Tinkerbell, bro? So there's Tinkerbell now. And the girl that plays her really looks pretty as Tinkerbell, like fire looking. And then we do have the blue fairy, of course. In Pinocchio, they They also did this with the Blue Fairy in Pinocchio. The Blue Fairy, not so much good looking, like Tinkerbell, like the new Tinkerbell. New Tinkerbell looks really nice. Blue Fairy, not so much. Looks a little bizarre, the Blue Fairy. I'm not so sure that's really the Blue Fairy. You know? I'm not really so sure that's the Blue Fairy. But that's just me. I could be crazy. You know? I don't know. But then again, Disney, they keep making live action movies that suck, like over and over again. So, I mean, you know, it hasn't been good in a while. I've had a thing for Tinkerbell, and I didn't realize it. I should have gotten Leah into a Tinkerbell outfit a long time ago. I never thought of this. Why didn't I think of this? To put my wife in a Tinkerbell outfit with the little elf ears? Oh, look at this. See what I mean? Good God, yeah. Hey, Tinkerbell sounds like something you do to a woman's private parts. You know? Oh, I gave you a little Tinkerbell. You know? I don't know. I know I'm a sick person. I should get my wife to dress up like Tinkerbell. You know who looked fucking amazing was in Hook was Julia Roberts she looked really good as Tinkerbell. Man, I remember being a kid when Hook came out. I was 10 when Hook came out, I think. And I wanted to jizz all over the screen. Tinkerbell looking good, you know. And then here's the new Tinkerbell. She looks pretty good. It's Peter Pan. Everybody looks pretty good. Jude Law looks, you know, I mean, he's not dressed up as Captain Hook here, but Jude Law looks good. I think the Pedro guy, I mean, he looks a little awkward in this photo with his long dinosaur-like neck, but he looks pretty good right here. That sword. Like, he looks like Peter Pan right there. He really does. Maybe he'll be good. It could be good. But I'm not gonna be too sure about that. You know? Doesn't look very promising yet to me. What's up, chat? How you guys doing, by the way? We got Eddie Chaos is here. He's hard. I'm calling him Peter Pedro, by the way. Peter Pedro. Beautiful. Yeah, Jasmine in that movie, yeah. In Aladdin, like the cartoon Jasmine. I wanted to put a load on Jasmine, the cartoon Jasmine, when I was a kid. But Pedro Pan's looking good. The new Peter Pan looks like a Zelda trailer. Kind of does. Kind of does. I get it. Sequel to Hook is called Woke. Do-do-do, do-do-do. All right, listen. Did I put the donation link up? If you guys want to support the chat, feel free to say something. Dono link is going up. All the donation amounts are listed in the description box down below. Superchats are available if you want to try that and do something weird. I'll put that to the top, pinned it to the top of the chat. There it is for you to go look at. Little special stream on a Tuesday night. Let's go to the donations.
Shit bum.
Did you see the new Cheez-It box?
No. The new Cheez-It box. Drew Bar 100 dropping $2. That won't even buy me a box of Cheez-Its. Drew Bar, let me see. New Cheez-It box. Yeah, you know what? I forgot about the 2003 Peter Pan as well. Was it good? I remember when Jason Isaacs attacked all the Star Trek fans. Why? What the hell's up with the new Cheez-It box? I don't get it. Oh wait, you can add a photo to it or something? I don't get it. I don't get what's different about the Cheez-It box. I mean, it's just a red box with fucking Cheez-Its on it. What the hell's the difference? What's the big deal? I'm confused. I'm looking it up right now. I don't even know. Like I'm finding like Cheez-It boxes from years ago. What is going on in the Cheez-It box? While we try to figure out what's going on in the Cheez-It box, let's flash back to one of my favorite moments. There was a lot of good moments from Monetize This 401. If you missed 401. But let's go back to one of my favorite moments. What in the hell is what I'm about to hear, by the way?
You like now, but Charles, let me ask you. You have to go to one. Say you have to go to one, the Army or the Navy. Which one would you go to if you had to go to one?
The Army's more of America than the Navy.
Wait, what?
They're both America, dumbass.
Wait a minute. Explain that to me. What do you mean by that?
I thought navies were like Nazis or something.
Pajama might qualify for the Special Olympics.
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! Ah, yeah!
Baby, give me the light. I can't take this shit.
So is that the right answer?
There is no right answer.
Welcome to the desk.
You like now, but Charles, let me ask you. You have to go to one. Say you have to go to one, the Army or the Navy. Which one would you go to if you had to go to one?
The Army's more of America than the Navy.
Wait, what?
They're both America, dumbass.
Wait a minute. Explain that to me. What do you mean by that?
I thought navies were like Nazis or something.
Pajama might qualify for the Special Olympics.
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! Ah, yeah!
Baby, give me the light. I can't take this shit.
So is that the right answer?
I don't know why you thought we were looking for any kind of right or wrong answer. I'm really sure about that. But I guess we were. Hey, the president of the Ukraine wants to send our kids to Ukraine to die. Has anybody seen that? I mean, you can't make up the stuff going on in this country right now. You can't make it up, bro. They're literally, Joe Biden just announced they're raising our taxes. They're raising our taxes. They're giving over $500 million to Ukraine. And now Ukraine is like, yo, we're going to send American kids to fight for us and they'll die.
The U.S. will have to send their sons and daughters exactly the same way as we are sending their sons and daughters to war. And they will have to fight because it's nature that we're talking about. And they will be dying, God forbid, because it's a horrible thing. The U.S. will have to send.
Yo, I want to choke this man. So, I am pretty much done with this fucking country right now. I said that if you keep pushing Ukraine to try to be with NATO, that Vladimir is going to go nuts. And he did. How can I, a retard, sitting in a basement, know that? But you didn't know that? No, you knew that. Everybody knew that. So that means if I know that and they do it, that means that Joe Biden knew that. That means that our army knew that. That means that Ukraine knew that. That means that almost everybody knew that. So why would you then do it so you could literally have your country attacked and invaded? Is it because you wanted it to? So they wanted Ukraine to be attacked. They wanted to flirt around with the NATO stuff so Ukraine would get attacked so they could use all this money to who knows what the fuck they're doing with the money. Really. So Russia, scumbags, we know that. Ukraine did it on purpose. Not the people of the country, but the president. With Joe Biden. And what's happening now is exactly what we said would happen before it ever happened. And they knew it because they wanted it to happen. This fucking place is crazy. I don't know. Shit's nuts. I mean, Jesus Christ, bro. It's too bad that like any of this has to happen, that anybody has to be. These people just couldn't live and not be attacked too. Like, bro. I mean, listen, just because you egg them on to do it doesn't mean that they're okay for doing it. You know, it's not good that they did it. You know? Yo, what up, Matthew? It's your first time in this chat, really? That's different. Anyway, I just feel like ranting on all this stuff I'm seeing on Twitter is the funniest place. It all starts there and then melts its way beyond after that. You know what I mean? You see, Ice-T was tweeting out today. He's like filming something. He's like, check out this shot. And I just like how Ice-T's like, man, look at this view I got. And then at the end, he's just like, I'm fucking Ice-T. Like, it's like, I'm not
New York, so you got, this is like a regular office building. My camera guy, all my people, producers, players.
That audio up,
Get ready.
Ice-T.
Here we go. Watch this. Pay attention. Pow, motherfucker.
Pow,
Shit.
motherfucker.
It's crazy, right? New York City. That's Fifth Avenue down there. That's the library.
There's someone getting stabbed over there.
I'm Ice motherfucking T. Okay.
I like the ending. I'm Ice motherfucking T.
I'm Ice motherfucking T.
I'm Ice motherfucking T. Man, wouldn't you love Ice-T to be the president? Imagine Ice-T being the president. Yo, man, so here's the thing. Stop this, or we're going to fucking kill you. Like, I don't know, bro. Ice-T. Ice-T would be funny as fuck if he was the president. I'd probably vote for Ice-T. You know what I mean? I'd probably vote for Ice-T. New York isn't really impressive anymore. That's a great point. I mean, that's sad to say because it used to be like, wow. You know, now it's a lot of buildings, but they look dated almost. You know what I mean? Like, you know what looks impressive? Like Abu Dhabi. Like where Awandi lives. You know, nobody wants to go. What do you want to go to New York and get stabbed? You know what I mean? Smell the smog and get stabbed. You know what looks pretty? Fucking Abu Dhabi. That looks fucking pretty. New York looks like shit. You know what looks pretty? Watch this shit. I mean, we went from, like, making fun of people, like, in America, making fun of people, like, you fucking towel head. Yeah? Now you want to live there. But that. Look at this fucking thing. Look at that. Look at that fucking water looks cleaner than ours. Look at those buildings. Woof. Eat your heart out, Wendy. Look at that. What the fuck is that, bro? I don't even know what that is. I mean, sure, the desert part ain't too good, but... Is this real, bro? Look at this shit. Wendy, are those really your police? Sorry. Wendy, though, what a beautiful place you live in, huh? Toured in 4K Ultra. This is Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. In a desert where sex and lust comes to life. I'm just kidding. I don't know what that means. What is this fucking music? All right, the music's got to go. I mean, that's some YouTube shitty music. You know? Look at that. I mean, sure, there's a lot of dust and sand in the air, obviously, here. You know? Not the best day here. A little sandstorm going on. But, man. It beats Coney Island. You know, some big fat slob standing next to you. I got a fucking hamburger. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I like, yeah, Japan would be nice too. I like Japan. I would, if I didn't have a family and I was still single at 35 and I had nothing else going on, I would think about, you know, living in Japan solo. That would be a fun place to live, the red light district. Living in one of those little pods all by myself. I would just pretend I was in the Fifth Element. I'd be like, you know what? I'm Corbin Dallas. And this is the fucking Fifth Element. You ever seen that shit in Japan, dude? Whew. That'd be amazing. I mean, I'm bankrupt as fuck. So maybe I should. You know? Let's see. Let's see if we can get a good look. I love Japan. God damn, do I love Japan. What do you guys think about Japan? Man, I would love to go there. I'd have to have Ed's View be my tour guide, though. You know what I mean? Look at those bunnies. This is shitty music, too. Look at that. I love that. Look at that. Look at how claustrophobic and crazy it is. Oh, my God. I mean, I know we have cities that look a little bit like that, too, but, oh, man, it's weird because part of me is like, God damn, imagine living like a rat in a cage in this type of place. But there's another part of me that really loves the city, that loves all the shit going on all over the place, and it's crazy. I love the idea of coming out and everyone's everywhere. That's so fun to me. I mean, there's a part of me that likes the countryside and stuff like that too, but man, I love the idea that I can just walk outside and there's everybody. And it's not like America where, like, you know what I mean? In a city like this in America, I'd be like, oh, fuck, we're going to get killed, like, or something like, you know, or stabbed or some shooting's going to happen. But, I love this area. This is the Bunny Red Light District, Adult Alley. And this is Adult Alley. You would think it would be like just fucking horrible shit everywhere. And it's not even that bad. Look at how cool that is. Dude, I love Japan. And I live in a little fucking pod. You know? Just live in a little fucking pod. Cafe bar? Why is that in English? A lot of tourists? They're like, haha, stupid Americans are coming. What's that guy standing out there for? Another guy? Boo. Whoa, look at her. Bunny Tokyo. Girls bar. What does that mean? Girls only? Oh, it'd be so cool to go here. Ed's View, you got to get me. Oh. I wouldn't want to go now, but like when I was younger, it'd be cool, you know, to be there, to like hang out. Japan. I'd get like terrified, like after I couldn't communicate with people for a little bit. South Korea would be cool. I'd like South Korea as well. I really love Japan though. I mean, you know, there's nice places everywhere, but I really do like Japan. And yeah, South Korea is probably pretty nice.
You raised a piece of shit.
Oh shit.
New Peter Pan looks like his middle name is Puffer. If he's Hispanic, shouldn't he be called Peter Panhandle?
Oh. No, I'm going with Pedro Pan. This, my friend, is Pedro Pan. And I love it. Little Pedro Pan in action. I think he looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
Shit bum.
Mark Henry was an actor in the original Planet of the Apes. He was the hairy, dusty security gorilla.
Come on. Come on. What the hell kind of race? And that's A.J. Adams who said that. You're black, A.J. Adams. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's fucking crazy. You want to see my bang stick? You want to mess around and see my bang stick, A.J. Adams?
Fake bang stick, and like I was demonstrating it how it works.
Fun this bang stick. I want to take a ride with my big bang stick. Let's have some fun. This beat so sick. I want to show you my big
Bang stick,
bang stick.
bang stick,
Yo.
bang stick, bang stick, bang. You're not stick. gonna tell me what I can show. There's this big. I'm calling it a bang stick because let's see how stupid they are.
You want to see my
I can't
bang
even
stick?
show you the item. I can't even show you what I was advertising. Bang stick. I wasn't being violent with it. I showed a replica bang stick. This is a bang stick. I wasn't being violent with it. You're not gonna tell me what I can show. If you want to get it, this is where you can get it.
I want to take a ride on your big bang,
Bang
stick. Fun, this beat is sick. I want to take a ride on your big bang, stick. Can't believe this thing's so thick. Yo, I want to take a ride on your big bang, stick. Bang stick, bang stick.
Brent Porter in the chat says, Joe, did you see Mercedes and Naomi on the newest Bar Rescue? No, I didn't. Man, they're getting around to everything, aren't they? I actually haven't seen the last, I want to see the last 10 episodes of Bar Rescue I haven't seen. I got to check out Bar Rescue. It's been a while. I forget where you can watch it now, too, because I think I can watch it on Paramount or on YouTube TV. And I just cut cable, so I have no cable anymore. So I don't think I can watch it there anymore because I just got rid of cable. But we'll have to see, man. I'll have to check it. I'm way behind, though. I think I want to say that I've missed, like, the last 15 episodes of Bar Rescue. I usually watch almost every Bar Rescue. Even though they're, like, kind of full of shit now at this point, it's like they barely rescued anything. I think in reality, they've rescued, like, probably like 15 or 20 bars, and the rest all went under, or the people changed the names or lied or whatever the fuck. Just so many fucking, like, they don't really do it. They come in and they go, like, it's like, dude, at the end of every episode, he's like, when we rescued the bar, and now it's beautiful, and now you're gonna love your family forever, and I want to dedicate this bar to whatever. And it's like, dude, then it's like the thing comes up, and it's like 15 days later they sold the bar, or like 20 days later they went back to the old name, and now they're closed. Or it's like 3 months later they're doing great and everything's awesome, but then like literally like 6 months later they're closed. You know what I mean? Like almost none of the bars really get rescued. And in the end, you're just enjoying the show. And you hope that John Taffer flips out and throws things and stuff like that. But what I hate the ending, because I never believe it. It's like, dude, no matter what happens, they try to spin it like they just made the staff amazing and everything's working great. And it's like, that's never the case. Like, what they do is they bring in less people during the opening, and then they like John Taffer just calms down and tries to keep it together. He's like, we're getting drinks out still at a better amount of time than before. We're getting behind a little bit, but they're managing to hang it in there. It's like, no, what? Like, he just spins it into that it's good. And when he first arrives, if it's bad, then he flips the fuck out like he's insane. And if it's not very good, like, he builds it up to be bad, and then in the end, he builds it up to be good, no matter what, to get the narrative of, like, we suck, now we're good. And I liked some of the earlier episodes, because in the earlier ones, they sort of changed depending on what was going on. And if the bar staff was really good, he'd be like, you guys are really good. It's not the bar staff, it's this. You know, but now it's, like, almost always, like, just paint that narrative to get the episode out there. Because it's all going to be the same. So I wish that they sort of didn't build up that they rescued every bar. I wish they talked more about how, like, we can only rescue you if you really meet us all the way. And even then, it's not a guarantee. And they just were more honest about it. So it's very rigged a bit, the show. And the longer you watch it, the more you notice, like, how rigged it is and stuff, and fake in some ways. It's not fake, but it's like, you know, it's like a lot of it's fake. Like, it's just like any other show. Like, I love the shows when, like, they're like, I don't know when they're going to be here, and, like, we don't even know if they're going to come today and stuff. And then the guy comes to the door, and she's like, oh, nice to meet you. And there's a cameraman, like, in her house behind her. It's like, well, how the fuck did the cameraman get in there? Why the fuck is the guy coming to meet you? You know, it's just like, it's just so ridiculous. But it's one of the last sort of reality type of shows that I actually enjoy watching. And I think it's because of the charisma of John Taffer. That's what it is. It's his charisma. I want to watch him do anything. Talk about things and give his opinion and rant on people and cry with people. Whatever it is, I want to hear it from the guy. He's got charisma. That's why he's successful, and I enjoy it. It's why people on YouTube are successful. There's something about somebody. You want to hear what they're going to say next. Or what they're going to do next. That's what I get out of it. I mean, that's why I like the guy. I'm sure of it. I would watch him go into people's homes and review their houses. Like, I mean, I would watch him, like, you know what I mean? I would watch him review movies. Because that's just like he's got some kind of charisma. And he looks like a giant walrus. Oh shit!
There's something going on up in this place. There's something weird kinda happening, strange kinda
$51 big one!
What the fuck is happening?
Those aliens. Oh my god. Thank God he's paying the gas. Daddy's got gas money.
I'm not me. You're not even.
Oh, Drew Bar! Drew Bar! Drew Bar! Man, thank you, bro.
RuPaul and Drag is about to be what's happening on She's It Boxes. Sorry, had to step away for a minute.
Oh, really? RuPaul in drag? I mean, isn't that sort of RuPaul? I mean, like, RuPaul in drag? Isn't that just RuPaul? That's what she does. I I mean, all right. I don't love those like RuPaul's. I mean, so RuPaul has a fairly somewhat popular show called RuPaul's Drag Race, I think it is, on Paramount. So, I don't think that's not that crazy. I mean, RuPaul's been around forever and been in the spotlight for. Well, how long has RuPaul been around doing this? Like since the 90s? I want to say maybe the 90s and early 90s, something like that. So, I mean, it is weird to be on the cover of Cheez-Its though. Like, don't like kids eat Cheez-Its? Like it's mostly like Cheez-Its are heavily targeted at kids. That's the only thing that's like weird, I guess. Not that there's anything wrong with RuPaul, but it'd be like even Snooki. I guess Snooki's going on there too. Like, I don't understand this marketing of Snooki on the cover of Cheez-Its. I mean, kids are going to be like, who's this? And then RuPaul, it's just, I mean, okay. All right. Like, I don't get it. I don't get Snooki and RuPaul on the cover of Cheez-Its. I don't understand. That's not going to appeal to kids. I mean, I guess that gets adults talking to us. You know what I mean? I don't know. Snooki's on the cover. Remember Jersey Shore? I feel like I did enjoy the first couple of seasons of Jersey Shore, and I can't, but only because at the time all the girls that were watching it wanted to suck you or something like that. But I thought, remember, it was stupid, like it was annoying and stupid, right? But I don't know, man. No, I don't know. I don't really remember. I didn't really watch Jersey Shore. I just remember it being a big thing. I think that like they had one or two seasons was like a little bit interesting, kind of. Like I was like, okay. I mean, it was stupid, but it was like, okay. But I didn't really like it. I think the thing I miss about Jersey Shore is the craze of it. I didn't watch it, and I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, everybody who was on it looked like a douchebag. But, like, I miss the fact that it was on. Does anybody else ever do that? Like, it's like I miss that it was on because I miss the time of the craze of how stupid it. You know what I mean? But, like, I didn't like the show. Like, this guy looks like a douchebag from New Jersey, New Yorker type of person. And these are all the type of people I don't like, you know? Big, fat, tan Snooki. Being annoying. This guy, for whatever reason, she looks boring. This guy's like, should be a nerd, but he's trying to be cool. Then this guy looks like a super douchebag. The only one that looks cool is her. She looks great. The one in the blue bikini, whatever her name is. Isn't her name like Paz or Flaunty or some shit? I don't fucking know. I don't even remember, bro. Like Diamond something, or I don't know if I fucking remember. But whatever. The bottom line is, you know, I miss these scumbags taking up rent in people's heads. For whatever reason, even though I didn't watch it. You know? Now, I'm waiting for the new show Jersey Hooker. When's that coming out? When is Jersey Hooker coming out? Oh, and here's something I got to bring up because, JWoww, there you go. Remember, everything Jim Cornette has said is coming true. CM Punk chased out of AEW because of the Young Cucks. Cody Rhodes chased out of AEW because of the Young Cucks. And Cornette said that Jungle Boy was a joke and that he would end up paralyzing himself one day. Well, not that this is good news because this is terrible, and I I hope to God, I know that he necessarily doesn't owe him anything, but I hope somebody like Tony Khan helps him out with his medical bills. I know that no one needs that to happen, and you know what I mean? Whatever, but I don't even like not Jungle Boy, Marco Stunt, but I just feel so bad for him. I want somebody rich to help him. And by the way, while you're at it, help me, somebody rich. Is somebody rich listening? Help me. I got $30 in my bank account, legitimately right now. Well, 70 or 80 now because of Drew Bar. And I owe the IRS a ton of money, and Joe Biden's raising taxes. So, rich person, help me too before I hang myself. But anyway, It's a Wonderful Life. That's the movie. Former AEW star Marco Stunt has fractured vertebrae, hoping for a full recovery. What's that going to cost? I mean, this is right out of what Jim Cornette said was going to happen to this guy. I mean, it's like someone needs to protect him from himself. Do you know what I mean? He loves wrestling. I don't think he's going to stop wrestling. And I'm worried about him. You know? I mean, that's some scary stuff, bro. And the other thing about this is, I mean, how young is he and how small is he? All that sort of thing. But Jim Cornette just keeps, the fortune tellings of Jim Cornette keep coming true. Whether you like him, hate him, or whatever. It's like this guy fucking, everything he said is happening. They're going to run CM Punk out. They're going to make him lose his mind. Like that happened. Cody Rhodes got pissed off. Marco Stunt's going to be paralyzed. I mean, that hasn't happened yet. Thank God that hasn't happened. But, I mean, you know what I mean? He said something to that effect. Like, this motherfucker's going to be in a wheelchair with his fucking head up his head. That sort of thing. I wonder if Cornette has a prediction on Pedro Pan and what he thinks about that. Patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show if you want to support me more than you support me now. Thank you to Drew Bar 100, man, for seriously, Drew Bar. Thank you, dude. Thank you so much, Drew Bar. Holy shit, bro. That is the largest donation of the stream. And, man, without things like, without you, man, without drops like that, I mean, there wouldn't be too many of these streams. So thank you so much, bro, for doing that and making my stupid show continue. Thank you, man. It really means a lot, seriously. Thank you, Drew Bar. That is very nice of you. And after I'm done, I'm going to play some Diablo because I haven't been able to play at all. New season, haven't really been able to play much at all. Leah's been able to play so much. She's got like 5 fucking primals this season. And she never gets primals. So I'm actually very, very happy for her. This poor bitch never gets fucking primals. So Drew Bar, thank you for the 51 dono. Let's go to see what the other donos could be. Shit bum.
Colonel Santos was an actor in the movie The People of the Coconut Fields and Mud Huts.
Come on. The People of the Coconut. Are you serious, AJ Adams? What the fuck, bro? That's fucked up. Mud Huts. Jesus Christ, bro. AJ Adams, thank you for the $5 and becoming a $5 shit bomb. Oh, shit. My fecal matter's on the floor, but it's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matter's on the floor, it's okay, I am a horse.
Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay. Fecal matters on the floor. It's okay, I am a horse. Fecal matters on the floor. It could be worse on the floor. My fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. Fecal matters on the floor. But it's okay, I am a horse. It's okay, I am I'm shitting my brains out. My fecal matters on the floor. On the
Sup bro.
Yo.
Get yourself some valerian and chamomile tablets or tea. You'll feel much better.
Yeah, that's a great point. Joe Bishop. Thank you, Joe Bishop. You know, I felt weird tonight. Like, I felt like little twinkly stars. I see them every once in a while. I've had little twinges all over my body. Like, what the fuck is that? Any doctors out there? I either have some kind of nerve pinch somewhere, a blood clot, some kind of heart problem. I don't know which one of those it could be. But yeah, tonight I've had a lot of stuffiness though. Like I have stuffiness running in my head into my head, and it feels like it just feels like I've got some sinus buildup. So that could actually be what's going on. But I keep getting these little twinges all over. I get these little aches, little tiny, almost like lightning bolt stabs. Not lightning bolt, but like little shocks inside of me. It's weird. Like in my arm, up my wrist, my shoulder, up here. It's fucking bizarre, bro. And who knows what's wrong with me, man? But there's something up. But it better not fucking kill me until I see the rest of Star Trek Picard. Do you know how pissed I would be, dude? There are people right now that have seen the whole season. By the way, this has nothing to do with wrestling or what we're talking about, and I'm not going to go into Star Trek. But I am going to say this, because a lot of you don't know about this. This was brilliant. Whether you're a Star Trek fan or not or whatever, it doesn't matter. Fuck that. That's not the point of this. The point of this is it was genius for Terry Matalas or Paramount or CBS or whoever came up with it. There were so many people that said, fuck season 3 of Picard. I'm not watching. I don't give a fuck. Seasons 1 and 2 were so fucked. I am not watching another season of this. Fuck that. And brilliantly, Terry Matalas became the new showrunner of Picard for season 3 and created his own little Star Trek movie out of season 3 instead of doing anything that had to do with any of the other seasons. And he sent the entire season to all the YouTubers who said, fuck this. I won't watch it. Because he made a show that's much better. And he brilliantly sent it. Now, funny enough, all the reviewers out there that review Star Trek that are normal, or they like pretend to like it, or they just like everything, they didn't get it. Because what's the point in sending it to them? They're going to like it anyway. They sent the entire season months ago, by the way. Like a month ago, weeks ago, and months ago to different people. And so all of those reviewers have already said it's fucking amazing. It's the best Star Trek in forever, in like 20 years. You're going to like it. It's, oh my God, it's going to blow your fucking mind. And it's like, what? You said that it was going to suck dick, and I'm not going to watch it. And that's exactly why Terry Matalas and Paramount sent all of these people the entire season to watch. So, I swear to God, if I die before I get to see the 10 episodes, I will be pissed off in the afterlife like you wouldn't believe. Because I need to see what happens next. We're 2 episodes in. I need to see all the other 8. Gotta see them. Stress can cause that, says Jedi Knight. Oh, really? You think? Okay, well that's what it is. Stress is dangerous. I've been really stressed out. I've been very stressed out. Every day I get IRS letters in the mail that they're going to do this and that and the other thing. I pay the IRS $1,000 a month. My job cut my work pay by 22%. I'm losing money everywhere. And I have and I took out a loan a couple months ago thinking that when I went more full-time, I'd make more money so I could pay off the loan, but at least I'd have the money. And now I'm making less money than 2 months ago and then the last 2 months. So, and then when I don't do well at work, because I'm in a sales environment. So if I go to someone's house to sell them something and they immediately say, oh, no, we decided, never mind. Or I don't know, and there's a 3-hour presentation and I don't end up selling them siding, or I do sell them, or whatever happens, I'm literally it's all on me at this point. And my channel's obviously gone down, way down, that sort of thing. So I think that I've had and I'm not trying to sit here and complain, by the way. This is not me trying to complain to you guys. I'm trying to rationalize you saying that stress can cause this problem. And I think you might be right. Because I think I've had multiple nervous breakdowns recently. So I think it could be anxiety and stress. Critical drinker trashing the Flash movie even before it's out. Yeah. You can't trust YouTubers, says DJ Scandalous. You can't trust YouTubers anymore. Many build followings just trashing shows and calling them woke. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. That's why DJ Scandalous, I think that they sent those episodes of Picard to all these YouTubers like Critical Drinker. Because Critical Drinker then had to watch it and be like, you know what? It's fucking good. You know what I mean? And then he had to be like, shit, it's good. I mean, that's why I think they did it, because they know that all these guys operate on hating stuff. But I don't. If you actually review stuff that's good, or when it's good, then I believe you and I trust you. But the problem is, Nerdrotic, he never really reviewed Star Trek Strange New Worlds. And I was like, is that because it's kind of good? He didn't really review it. Then he finally sort of did for a second and was like, yeah, it just looks dark and everything else. Oh, well, on to the next thing. And I'm like, dude, did you skip it because it's not that bad? So you were like, oh, there's not enough bad, so I'm not going to even cover it. But I watch you cover everything, so I want to watch you cover this. You know what I mean? Yeah, but Ezra Miller was doing pedophile stuff, wasn't he? So yeah, it's hard to like that guy, you know? I mean, I don't know. I don't know allegedly what he did or whatever, but it doesn't seem good. I don't know, man, what he was doing exactly. I haven't really looked into it that much, but a lot of these guys, and listen, I kind of do that. When you guys remember when Raw used to be bad, I used to flip out and go crazy. And there were people that said that I was making it up. They're like, nah, you're just doing this because you make more money when you get angry and you hate the show. And I did. I remember thinking fuck, when Raw is, not now, because Raw is so boring now. We all just kind of watch it and we talk about it for a second and it's not that good. But back in 2017 and 18 and 16, when Raw was bad, it was like appointment, and not to put myself over, but it was appointment YouTube to go check out multiple streamers, myself included, to go watch them freak the fuck out over Raw. It was appointment TV to watch that. And
you know, it'd be funny because sometimes Raw would be good, and you'd be like, Raw's pretty good tonight. They did this, that, and the other thing. And, like, I'd get, like, $150 in donations, and people would be hanging out and all these other things. But then, if Raw was really fucking stupid and pissed me off, and I went into some psycho rant about it sucking and ranting on everything and flipping out, $500 would come in throughout the night. Because just donations and donations. Because people were having such a good time and laughing and whatever and having fun with the whole gimmick. And so the hate for what was going on was spawning entertainment, which was spawning people's happiness, which was making people think, I want to give money to be part of this fucking fun. And that's what's going on with a lot of these movie reviewers and, you know, nerd culture reviewers and stuff like that. But God knows I love a lot of them. You know what I mean? I love a lot of them. But I don't, when something good comes out and they won't review it, that's when I know right away, oh, okay. Like Doomcock. Doomcock is the worst. That guy is full of shit, bro. He's a gimmick. He is a fucking gimmick, which is fine. It's fine if you're a gimmick. But everything, he hates everything. It doesn't matter. Oh, the show was terrible and this is more woke, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, okay, dude, yeah, sometimes it is and maybe it will be still. We don't know. But you can't honestly just say, like, the first 2 episodes of Picard is the same shit and it sucks. There's no way. Picard Season 3 is different. It is different. And number one, it is different, and there's a completely different writer who's writing it. So you're just trying to pigeonhole things to make people to flip out. He's a fucking liar. You hear that, Doomcock, you fucking cunt? Fight me, you fucking wear a mask, you hide behind a mask, you pussy fuck. Come at me, bitch. I'll rip that fucking cock off your head. You fake fuck. You only review shitty stuff. Why don't you try reviewing something when it's actually good? Oh, you won't. You'll just say it's bad no matter what. Yeah, I don't trust him. Susan Wojcinski or whatever being fired, by the way. Oh, you're talking about Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, Kathleen Kennedy is going to be fired. They're sick of her. Actually, she's back. Indiana Jones is going to be woke. But then he finds out that it's not going to be as woke as he heard. So then he makes a video that says, Disney is rewriting the end of Indiana Jones because of the backlash. So now, my friends, it will be... It's like, no, you just did that to cover your bases for when, if it's not woke and it's pretty good, you can say that you reported on that. And then if it is woke, now you can say, well, they put out that fake news to give people hope, to trick them to go see it. See, you can spin anything if you're full of shit. And that's what Doomcock is. He's full of shit. It's a fucking gimmick. I know. That's why when I think WWE is good, I say it. When I think AEW is good, I mean, it's good a lot more than WWE. I say it. AEW is on a downward trend right now. WWE is, they were on a bit of an uptrend, but now WWE is kind of doing this cruising in the below standards. And AEW is on a kind of a downfall. That's how I believe both of them are, you know? Oh, fuck, I lost my voice. So what happened to my voice? It just totally dropped out on me. It does feel like Indiana Jones is going to die and the woman's going to take his hat and then travel through time and something like that. It just feels like it, bro. Oh, my God, does it feel terrible. Like it's going to happen. Shit bum.
What if Vince's plan is to facilitate it to defeat WWE, run talent out, instead of killing his creation or letting his family succeed? Also, if you turn off the lights, you'll lose 25% of your audience.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The Goon. Thank you, Goon, for the $5, Goon. OG. You know, I don't get it. I don't think Vince is to facilitate AEW. Because, I mean, Vince owns most of the company. I don't understand why Vince didn't allow his kids to really take over.
Shit bomb.
He stabbed them in the back in the end, it feels
Luke
like.
is related the Mexican who invented back and decker holy tamales. Joe, I smell beans and rice.
Oh my God. Jesus, what the hell? The hell is wrong with you, A.J. Adams? You're a psycho, man. God damn it, man. I came on here for a 1-hour stream, and that's the last donation. That's how we're going to get close to wrapping it up with you saying that? Beans? What the fuck? God damn it, man. The IRS took your voice. That's pretty funny. It's probably my heart attack I'm having, taking my voice. Meanwhile, Impact MLW getting stronger. It's true, Alfredo. I'm probably having panic attack is probably what it is. I'm probably having like a mini panic attack. I have a lot of them now. You know what I mean? I had some coffee too, and sometimes those trigger anxiety a little bit in me. So I think I'm having a bit of a tweak out right now. I think that's what it is. Yeah, Bruce Blitz used to freak out. Yeah, and he was kind of faking it too. Yeah, he was sort of pouring it on. You know what I mean? Probably
Shit
right.
bomb.
Probably right, Lord Cosmo.
When I win millions
You know?
in the lottery, I'm sending you 100K so you don't have to worry, but I have to meet you and your family for dinner somewhere in Mass.
All right. If you win the millions in the lottery, George Romero's zombie, you got it, bro. A little creepy, but I would do it. You win the millions, you let me know. The 100K Cronin dinner with George Romero zombie for 100K. He saves my life. Imagine that. He saves my life with $100,000. To be honest, though, even if I paid off half of that bill, it'd be pretty good. You know? That'd be pretty crazy. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. If I win, if I win the lottery, like the Mega Millions lottery, 600 million, I promise I'll come on the air and give away like 50 million bucks. I swear to God. If I won $600 million in the Mega Millions, I promise you guys, first of all, I would give like a present to everybody who's ever donated. Like, I would definitely do that. I would easily be able to look up your things, your PayPals, and resend you back money. So I would hook up everybody that ever donated, first of all. Then I would probably give away $50 million on the show. Just for fun. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, after taxes of $650 million, then you're down to about, you're down to like 460 million. So then you give 60 million away. You just have fun. That'd be the show would be just giving money away. Although I don't know if I would do that for too long, because then people would be like coming to kill you for the money or something. But something like that to the effect. Maybe I'd do it behind the scenes, but either way, people would get something, and that'd be fucking awesome. I'd be like, dude, we all won as a community. It's fucking crazy. That'd be so cool. That'd be so fun. And then you could take a lot of the money and just create fucking. You know what I mean? You could fucking do all kinds of awesome community service. I basically what I would do is I would reinvest. I would reinvest $50 million. $50 million into real estates, stocks, and, different things. And I would take all the profit from that, and I would just funnel that into charity. I wouldn't even need it, right? Because I'd have like I'd still have like $300 million. You know what I mean? I'd have like a trust fund for all my kids, and then I'd have like trust funds for when they have kids, and then I would I would just set up companies and make money off the companies, and I'd just reinvest the money. You could just forever just fucking be a charity to people. With $50 million, dude, you'd grow 50 million into like 300 million, like in not that long a time. And then you could just take most of that money, like 90% of that money, and just invest it into fucking like charities and research and shit. Like, it'd just be crazy. Homes for people, fucking programs. Oh my God, dude. You could do so much with all that money. I know that like billionaires and millionaires, they do donate a lot to people and they do a lot of charities and stuff and they write most of it off. But it's like, dude, imagine all the stuff you could do. Like it would just be like, what's your life? Oh, my life is I just give to charities and shit. And then every once in a while I go down and pick out a new car. And I spend a shitload of money on a new car for myself. Me and my wife fuck in the car. And then I go to St. Jude's Children's Hospital and I just give them like $1 million. And then I look at my investments, and in 6 months we made $10 million. And I just take like $8 million of that and I just go give it to food pantries across the country. Like that's your life. That'd be your life. That'd be the fucking best life ever. You know what I mean? How fucking great would that life be? I don't know, bro. That'd be so cool. I don't know how much the billionaires and millionaires give now. I don't know what they do exactly. Like Elon Musk, I hear him mostly talking about Tesla and Twitter and, the country and things like that. But, I mean, dude, like, imagine if you had access to Twitter and you were like, if I was Elon, and listen, I don't criticize Elon. I like Elon. I think he does a lot of cool stuff. But, man, if I was Elon, my tweets every day would be like, our food pantries do this and that for us, and they're an emergency, this, that, and everything. So today I welcome, if everybody gave $5 to the food pantry tomorrow, it'd be unbelievable. And, like, he could just give money to food pantries and to people. He could even start a fund that's, like, apply to this for food help or whatever the fuck it is. You could just do stuff all day, all the time. Like, it'd be crazy. That's what I would want to do. Like, get people in housing, like come up with grants for people that need assistance. Like I lost my job and I'm 3 months behind on the rent. I need help. Okay. There's this program there's $8 million set aside and your rent is $2,000 a month, $246. And they just give you, like, as long as you just like prove that you've been working or something, like, oh, unemployment bonus. Now I know that you got to be careful with some of that stuff because you could get people that don't do anything and they give up or they just take things for granted and things like that. But I mean, really helping people. And I know there's a lot of rich people that do that, and there's a lot of government programs and shit like that. But it'd be cool. I also really believe in helping the working class too. Like, in fact, I almost believe in helping the working class more. Right? Like, if you have a job and you come across a hardship and you're working a job and you're making like $100,000 or less, you know what I mean? And you're having a problem with something and you state the problem, there's like a grant involved. Like, oh, you've been working for 20 years and you have this hardship and this is the problem. It's a bill, it's a this, it's a that. And you can get you need $8,000 like to solve it. You know what I mean? And you're living paycheck to paycheck. Boom. Like here's a big booster. Stuff like that could help so many different people all over the place. Just and that like incentivizes the middle class. Like you work hard, guess what? Sometimes you catch breaks. You've been working hard. You're going to catch a couple breaks because you're working hard. Lots of love from the Netherlands. What up? What up, Scratch? We've had so many listeners in the Netherlands over the years. I'm trying to think of somebody else who's in the Netherlands. And what's his face is in Amsterdam. Robert Downey Jr. makes $60 million per Marvel movie. Damn. He does a lot of charity stuff. It's sad some people can't live off $100K a year. I know, right? I can't do it. I mean, if you think about it, guys, I never made more than $38,000 a year ever. That's crazy. And then I made over $100,000 for 5 years in a row because of working a job and YouTube combining, And now look at me. My bills are $7,800. They're like $7,000 a month. My bills are $7,000 a month. Okay, it's not that. It's $6,300. $6,300 a month times 12 is $75,000 a month, a year. That's my bills. Now, part of that is because I should have never been able to make the money I made because I'm a dumbass idiot. And I don't even have a high school. I have a GED. So finding a job I have to find a job. I have to find a job in jobs that's going to make me at least $100,000 or more. But $100,000, when you take taxes away, is $25,000. So that's it. So my bills are $75,000 a year right now. And if I make $100,000, I pay all the bills. That's it. There's no money left over, not a cent. So I need to make $125,000 a year. That's what I got to make. Or more. Because $125,000 a year times 25% is $31,000. So 125 take away 31 is 94. Take away 75. That would leave me with $19,000 divided by 12 months. That leaves me with $1,500 a month to spend on groceries. And I didn't factor in groceries and gas. So we probably spend $500 a month on groceries at least. Then there's $1,000 left for whatever. So yeah, that's what ideally what you would shoot for is I would shoot for $125,000 a year. But I'm probably not, you know what I mean? Like, so like that's how crazy the country, like how crazy everything is. That's wild. That's pretty fucking crazy. Because yeah, if you add, so I think that is a good point you made about my stress and about me having anxiety and stress. I think I've had attacks. I legitimately think I've had panic attacks and nervous breakdowns recently. And there was one time you guys didn't see me for like 3 days straight. And people were like, "Where is Joe? He's dead." I think I had a nervous breakdown type of thing. And I just slept and I couldn't get myself up or whatever. It's crazy, bro. Yeah, you think about the right? Okay, so the mortgage, the back to water bill, electric or gas, electric, internet, credit card debt is about 1,000. Mass tax, federal tax, 622, and now you add. We have to have water delivery because there's no water out here because it's poisonous, and that's 88. Car insurance, and then gas, if you added gas and stuff after this. So that's there. So there's the money right there. $63.87. Now you add gas and groceries to this, or medical bills or any bills that happen after this. That's fucking crazy. First of all, the fact that I owe this much a month is insane. Second of all, the fact that I made I'm able to make that money is crazy. Stupid me is able to make that, barely. That's even amazing. It's still not enough. It's fucking crazy. So this is what everyone's dealing with right now, and they're going to raise the taxes on everybody? What are they, fucking crazy? You know what I mean? They're nuts to raise the taxes on everybody. Jesus Christ, get out of mass, says Drew Bar. But so I think a lot of people, and I show that, I tell you guys this so that you can learn lessons from this, especially if you're younger. Always have a backup and never stop. Never take your foot off the gas. If that tells you anything, what I just showed you, and I'm showing this to a lot of the 20-year-olds out there listening, never take your foot off the gas. When you have a successful YouTube channel that you can quit your job for 5 years and have a successful YouTube channel that makes you over $100,000, but yet you still could have time to go work a regular job, but you decide not to because you're like, No, this is what I do. I don't need to do that. You don't take your foot off the gas. You go to that job and you keep doing everything you can everywhere to make as much as you can and to put it away and save it. Never sit on it. Like, oh, I got this. Always have the backup plan ready. If anybody can learn anything from me, it's never take your foot off the gas at all. Never think, oh, this is okay. You know what I mean? No, keep going. Because if I had maintained a full-time job, I would have been able to pay all my health insurance, wouldn't have had medical bills, and I would have had that extra money, saving it and saving it and saving it, and would have been able to pay off the tax discrepancies that I had. And when YouTube crashed, I would have been all right. So it's just, that goes anywhere in life. If you're working 30 hours a week and you're like, oh, I make enough to pay week to week, who cares? Look for a second thing to do. Look for something on the side to do. If you're living paycheck to paycheck at a 40-hour job, look for a 5 to 10-hour hobby that can make you money. You know what I mean? You got to do it. And then stuff that money away until you have a savings. And save enough that you have $20,000 in the bank someday. And you won't believe it when you have $20,000 in the bank. You'll be like, holy fuck, I've got $20,000 in the bank. And then keep doing that and keep saving and keep crushing. Don't take your foot off the gas and be like, oh, I'll just relax. Don't do that. Keep going. Because you don't know if you're going to get sick at age 40. What if you get sick at age 40 and you have to battle some kind of crazy illness for 3 years and you survive it, but then you get really not a lot left after it? You know what I mean? So if you're 22 years old right now, fucking go. Kick some ass. I mean, yeah, have some fun and, be younger and stuff once in a while. Take your breaks and make sure you take vacations. I didn't do that. I didn't take any vacations, and I have no time. I can't take a vacation. I haven't taken a vacation since 2004. I can't take a vacation. It's not possible. I couldn't do it when I was doing YouTube full-time because I had to make videos every day multiple times. And certainly now I can't take a vacation. So, dude, I'm telling you, bro, if you're listening to this, the best time ever is to do what I've done over the last 10 years, but do it at the ages of 18 to 25. At the age of 18 to 25, don't settle for some shit. Take whatever you're good at and go for the best version of it. If you're good at sales, don't take some sales job that makes you $50,000 a year. Go for a sales job that you can hit $100,000 or more a year. Don't settle for some sales job that makes you 60, 50, and 40 if you're good and you start to get better. And if you're in customer service, after a few years of customer service, don't just sit there being a grunt for $40,000 to $50,000 a year. Start learning stuff at the customer service job and start taking action, and then make your resume that you have leadership and stuff like that, and that you could be in charge of a customer service department. And then submit your application for customer service manager, or only submit to customer service jobs that offer more money. And keep looking for that next place that offers the next best thing until you find something you really love and it makes you really a good amount of money. And then always have your side hustle going too at this point, especially in your 20s. Dude, I'm starting to get a little tired. I'm 38. I'm starting to get a little tired. I still don't know. I mean, anything could happen tomorrow at my regular job. I could end up being gone, and then I got to go find another sales job somewhere. What is my life? Bouncing around from different salesman jobs? Because I don't know who I am. And I'm 38. You know what I mean? The biggest thing that I know how to be is this. But it's dude, so you got to just go if you're out there. You know what I mean? And don't buy a bunch of stuff, Joe Bishop. That's a great point. Don't buy a bunch of stupid shit. And don't buy lunch every day. You know what I mean? Do the math. Write it down on paper and look at it. Because that's when you do that, you go, holy fuck. Dude, I got rid of fucking cable recently. I got rid of cable. I got rid of so much shit, bro. That was adding up. Over here, it's the same, says Scratch and Stuff. Your life by a welfare of 31 euros, 310,000, or is that 31,000 euros a year. And my husband lost his job recently, and you have to pay everything, but food is a luxury. Yeah, I mean, in the Netherlands, I mean, you know, it's expensive to live in the Netherlands, right? I mean, that's what I've always heard from people over there. They're like, it's actually pretty expensive to live here. Like, you're well off to live here. Netherlands is similar to Massachusetts. And Massachusetts is a state in America, if you didn't know that. So we're a state in America. And Massachusetts is one of the most expensive states to live in America. It's also one of the more lucrative states in America, though, too. But Among Us fan says, get a truck driving job. Yeah, those subscriptions add up, man. I mean, people probably did it with my Patreon. They were like, fuck, I'm paying Joe Cronin $20 a month on Patreon. Fuck this. You know, but I appreciate you guys that are still on Patreon because I've got some content coming to Patreon this week. And I really, really appreciate it, man. The people that have signed back up on Patreon, we're up to 150 patrons again. And you guys are very, very big in keeping the channel rolling. And I've gone way longer than I expected to. I was only going to be on for an hour, straight an hour. But I kind of gone off onto this rant of dad mode. I feel like I've gone dad mode to tell the younger people out there. These are the things I got to keep telling my kids. You know what I mean? Yeah, Leah does do some work. But yeah, it's not a ton because honestly, dude, like there's always a kid that needs to come home from school, a kid that has to go to something activity of school or after school. There's so much to do to keep up the house that honestly, dude, if my wife worked a full-time job, I don't know what the fuck this house and this world would look like. We wouldn't even be able to do it. We'd have to get like daycare. Like, so the better scenario is that Leah works part-time and makes a chunk. But yeah, dude, we're all dealing with this right now. It's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just like to tell people about my situation because I feel like you can definitely see, you know what I mean? Like why, and people have been really asking me why I'm not doing more videos. And so I'm trying to find a way to start doing more videos again, to release videos in the daytime again. And I think I've come to the conclusion of potentially doing it in the morning, waking up before I leave for work, to make a video that's at least, 5 to 10 minutes long that I'm going to be releasing for the day. And so I think that's where I'm going next to do that. And then also potentially making a video or two on my day off to release for the next coming days. But I just got to come up with a format that works for that because that's like not like breaking news type of stuff. Dude, Tom Sizemore had an aneurysm. And I guess it's not looking good. I've always loved Tom Sizemore in so many different roles that he was in. I really loved him in Natural Born Killers. I liked him in Red Planet. And there's a bunch of other stuff that the guy's been in that's great. So really love Tom Sizemore, and that's sad news to hear. The Boston Bruins have set a record in hockey. They've beaten every single NHL team this season at least one time. That's crazy. So that's pretty crazy news for the hockey world. And obviously, since I'm a Bruins fan, I mean, the Boston team has been nuts this season. But I watch the games on highlights mostly. I'm not able to see them because I just cut the cable, and also I hadn't been able to use cable. It wasn't working right anyway, so I got rid of it. That saves $80 a month, though. That's pretty cool. Leah needs to get on Twitch. Yeah, start dancing on a pole. Get her on a pole, man. It's time to open the OnlyFans. Time to open up the OnlyFans. Again, I'll give this Peter Pan and Wendy a try. Why is it and Wendy? Probably because it's woke now. Pedro Pan is going to be great. I'm looking forward to Pedro Pan. Be cool. And I'm down with it. Yeah, the Bruins are losing right now, though. 9 minutes left in the Calgary game. And the Bruins have only 8 losses this season. That's fucking crazy. Like, the Bruins have only 8 losses. Like, that is nuts. 46 wins, 8 losses. The fucking Calgary Flames have 21 losses. 12 overtime wins, damn. And the Bruins have 5 overtime wins. I mean, just a crazy season for Boston right now. Crazy season for our hockey team. Patrick Kane got traded today to New York. Saw that. And, and then John Cream actually brought it up in the chat. Look at that. Right as I said it, that popped up in the chat. I just think Chicago is unloading. They need a whole reset, you know. Chicago Blackhawks need a reset. It's weird to see Patrick Kane go to another team that's not Chicago Blackhawks. It's kind of the equivalent of Tom Brady leaving the Patriots. Very strange. What up, Nathan Rada? Very strange. I'll check out Peter Pan, see what it's like. You know, they've race swapped a lot of people. A new report today that COVID came from China lab. Oh, well, what did we say all along? That it probably came from a lab. And everybody called you a conspiracy theorist, called me a scumbag. My own family members and people that I know, not family members, but friends, deleted me on Facebook. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the government was deleting YouTube channels over it. People were getting canceled and fired over it. Now they're like, yeah, probably was a lab leak. Oh, that's nice. So people lost their jobs for saying that it was probably a lab leak, and now it's probably a lab leak. Yesterday's conspiracies are today's facts or reality. It's almost unbelievable. It's almost like fucking clockwork. Now, they haven't said it is a lab leak. I do want you to remember that. They've just said it's probably or possibly. But I think most people believe it. And by the way, if it was a lab leak, it's a lab funded by us. It's a lab in China funded by us. A lab leak that caused COVID funded by us. A war in Ukraine that was provoked and caused by us. Ukraine received $500 million from us. NATO is us. America. Who would have thought? America, we pay the Wuhan labs. We pay Ukraine. It's fucking crazy. We do everything. It's almost like we're the ones doing everything. Craziness. Very strange. But yeah, and so that's a bit disheartening.
Chat party.
Oh shit.
This is my donation, not much but something small.
Oh. Thanks, Diet. Scratching stuff. Thank you so much for super chatting. And yeah, I know you guys didn't have a ton. Oh, you doing scratch offs on your channel? Is that why it's called Scratch? Scratching stuff? You guys have the same scratch tickets in your country that we have here? I didn't know that. I don't know why, but I just thought that was like more of like kind of like a douchey American thing. I didn't know you guys had that. You know, I always wanted to do that, make a channel like that, because I don't know, I want to gamble and I want to win money. Oh, look at that. Wow. I'll have to watch you scratch. Oh, there's nothing like watching people from other countries scratch their scratch tickets. That's so cool. Thank you so much for that dono. I'll have to sub your channel now. Thank you very much. No, that was really nice of you. Because I know you were like, oh, I don't have money, but otherwise I'd give you money. And then you gave me money, so you don't have to do that. But yeah, no, I only do it because, my channel's been so cool. My schedule's been so different recently that I'm like, oh, let me explain the situation. I'm down to 199 pounds, though. That's good. I mean, I was never really big, but I needed to lose weight anyway, so that's cool. Cup of noodles every day. This is my donation. It all adds up. Thank you. Hopefully you guys start doing better over there, man. Well, you're not a man, but, hopefully you and your husband start doing a little bit better, It's always tough, man. You got to give it up for everybody. Everyone's just going through crazy shit right now. There's no doubt about it. Like, it's why people can't buy all the certain things they want to buy and do some of the things that they want to do anymore. And dude, when I go to people's houses to like quote them on like different stuff, a lot of these people have a lot of money. You know what I mean? So when I go in there and they're just like, oh, I want this and that, and then I'm doing marble inside in the floors or whatever they're doing, and I'm just like, God damn, I live in a different world than you. You know what I mean? Like, you're like going crazy. Like, people are putting gold banisters up in their homes and stuff. And it's like, holy shit, bro. I live in a different reality. I wouldn't even do this if I had the money to do this. You know what I mean? Like, you're fucking nuts, bro. $180,000 car? I don't think so. I mean, maybe I would. Maybe I get bored. I mean, I guess maybe that's what happens. You just get bored and you're like, all right, I'm going to go buy that car because I can. But I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? I wouldn't be able to be friends with people. Like, I'd be like, oh, I just bought this car while you're having problems. Like, I'd feel weird. Just couldn't do it. Then again, I don't know. But yeah, dude, I've seen some crazy houses, like some nutty houses, nutty shit. What's the most you've ever won off a scratch ticket? Great story. The most I ever won was $1,000. This guy was like, give me a number 7. And the guy pulled the scratch ticket off the thing, and he handed it to him, and it was the last one. And the guy looked at it and was like, oh, no, I don't want that. It had triple zeros. And the guy was, like, suspicious. He was, like, superstitious about triple zeros or the first card. It was 000 on the bottom of the card. And he was like, no, I don't want that one. And the guy tried to stick it back in the thing, and it didn't work. It wouldn't go back in, so he just put it on the table. And I was like, yeah, just give me that one, the one the guy didn't want. I'll just take that. $1,000. This was probably 14 years ago. It was a Texas Hold'em scratch ticket that was I think it was $20 or I think it was $10. It was one of the funnest scratch tickets they ever had in Massachusetts. And if anybody lived in Massachusetts and was playing scratch tickets from 2004, you know.
Always watching, listen to the show.
Yo, Luis Urdaneta. With that Jake DeMarco badge, too, by the way. Shout out to Luis and Mr. Urdaneta. And he's got the big Jake face. Look at that Jake with the cool sunglasses. Thank you. The $5 and becoming a $5 ship bum. And yeah, I've gone a little bit longer than I was going to go tonight. And I do got to get off the air. But I had fun kind of rambling on and talking about shit tonight. Tomorrow is AEW. I'm looking forward to quite a few things, man. I'm looking forward to AEW tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Star Trek Picard Thursday, episode 3. I really, really, really have liked Star Trek Picard, as you guys have known. I mean, it's not still not the old Star Trek 100% really at all, but it's like a great It feels like the new Star Trek The Next Generation movie that we never got. And so it's starting to feel like that. I mean, hopefully it will continue to be good. And hopefully AEW on Wednesday night is going to do some good shit. I hope they can. Anyway. Thank you guys for being here. And I don't remember what the Reigning Men donation is. But maybe I'll go out on that. The most you won is 100. Oh, wow, okay. What does that break down to in American money? It's very similar, I feel like. So it's like, it's similar. It's almost the same,
Duncachino? Don't mind
Yeah,
if I do.
it is.
What's my name? Duncachino. It's a whole new game. Duncachino. You want creamy goodness? I'm your friend. Say hello to my chocolate blend.
Joe gonna have to put that juicy content on OnlyFans to quit his job. Let's see the 30th rated shit, Joe.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm ready to hit OnlyFans. And listen, I've only got a 11% female audience, so it's going to be really hard for me to get those women over to OnlyFans to watch me, you know what I mean, like squeeze my nipples and, show my shaft. But I might do it. Serious stroke game, plus all the guys that will go over to do it. Serious stroke game. Serious stroke game. Thank you so much for the $11, man. And by the way, yeah, the euro, yeah, those are euros is like only off by $5. So the United States dollar is worth like $5 more, right? Or is that the other way around? I don't know. American money is sinking a bit. But the euro goes deeper. So euros, that's damn good for the euro. So yeah, so I mean, $1,000 would be $1,000 US would be like what, 960 euros or something like that. Something like that. But yeah, man. I hope you guys can click that like button, get it up to 100 if you can. Join me on my Patreon at patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. I'll be back tomorrow for some other stuff to talk about some other things. Got the AEW review. And, I'll be putting out some other stuff. And if you guys want to hear my Star Trek takes, just subscribe to Star Trek Late Night over on my Star Trek Late Night channel. And that's where I'll be giving my Star Trek stuff. Yeah, really appreciate it. Erotic, what up? And that's it, man. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. And thank you to Drew Bar, who dropped a $51 bomb earlier. And much, much appreciated, man. Love you guys, as always. Can you believe we've been doing this over 10 years? Kind of crazy. All right. I will see you tomorrow. And I'll see you a lot tomorrow. I'll see you in the day, probably. And then I'll see you in the night for AEW. Because I'm off tomorrow. After I wake up and do some things. I got some stuff to do early. Lori Lightfoot was voted out as the Chicago mayor. Oh, my God. She's gone. God, she was terrible. Lori Lightfoot is fucking gone. Maybe Chicago will start to clean up. Wow. Wow. See you tomorrow. Good night. Peace to all you guys.
Look at what's happening to me.
Thanks for putting up with my offensive behavior. You know I love you all.
I can't believe it myself, but suddenly I'm at Poncho's show. It could have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm back on the show. I've never been so toxic and swatted. Even though they have friends in my life, if I couldn't be here, I'd go crazy as hell. And I'd die. Yeah, it's all a joke. They taught how you live your life, cause they rich and you just broke. Ruling class making you lick their ass. It happens fast, they crack if they think we're gonna follow the path. They entertain us, yeah, they're good at that. But the political opinions give me acid ass. How much longer can this shit last? I put them on blast, cause it's a fact that they all crazy on crack. And here it come, about to spit this fast. I'm sick of you all, you fucking woke ass trash. So pass me the whip, I'm ready to rip, I'm ready to spit, I'm ready to shit on you bitches who bitch. So hand me a switch, I'm sick of the rich. I shoot from the hip, so get ready to dip. Yo, you censoring why? Do you do it for pride? Or maybe you just got something fucking evil to hide?
Welcome to Hollywood, this is gonna be a joke. While we all living broke, yeah, they living in Hollywood. Welcome to Hollywood, this is gonna be a joke. While we all living broke, yeah, they living in Hollywood. Hollywood, Hollywood, Holly joke, fucking Hollywood.
You're not in elected office, let's pull back the lens, I'm on offense. Because I got a sense, you take offense to my off joke you don't think makes sense. Because you can't disarm my arsenal, I'm going hostile. How much you think this dictatorship shit gon' cost you? I'ma make this universe just lost you. I'ma hit you with the fucking $1 million ass lawsuit. I'ma straight up accost you. Orwell was right, so I'm up for the fight. Fight for what's right, I'll fight blind in the night, cause I know that I'm right. Yo, my grandfather fought Nazis in World War II, but now you call me a Nazi. Well, the Nazi is you. You're touching kids on Epstein Island and zoos. Everything you mad at others for, you know you do. No one's sicker than you. So here's what I'll do. I'll sneak into your dinner time and poison your food. You're infiltrating our schools with weird-ass rules, trying to make our fucking kids turn into drooling fools.
Welcome to Hollywood, this is gonna be a joke. While we all living broke, yeah, they living in Hollywood. Welcome to Hollywood, this is gonna be a joke. While we all living broke, yeah, they living in Hollywood. Hollywood, Hollywood, Holly joke.
Walking my way, I shot him in the head, now he's not with us today. Well, I guess it's just the hood in me, there ain't no good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. I got the hood in me, again the good in me. Ain't no sucker getting through to me. It's just the hood in me, it's the hood in me. There ain't no motherfucking good in me, there ain't no good in me. I got the hood in me. The other day my daughter said, Dad, why don't you come home? I never see you, I'm always alone. But daddy's gotta be out, popping caps and some motherfucking addicted crack act, fucking addict's ass. And life comes at you fast when you're smoking grass, pissing all over a fucking hoe's ass. But like R. Kelly, I guess it wasn't meant to last.